Hello, today I want to talk about trauma, talk about PTSD, and I want to share with you some things that I experienced when I had it myself. I had PTSD from 2014 to 2020 um, as a result of what I witnessed when my dad died. Um, I help people overcome PTSD, overcome trauma, so they're free from it. Because I want you to know this: what you're experiencing is a negative emotion linked to a memory of the event. Also, all memories are lies. Okay? That means whatever happened that's in your head now, that's flashing about, that's coming up day after day, night after night, that's causing you pain and suffering, as much as you believe that is what happened, it isn't. And I know for a fact now, looking back, that the image that haunted me, the movie that would play along in my head, that generated all that pain, shame, guilt, anger, and all that crap, wasn't real. Because it didn't happen like that. But at the time, that's what my memory was. And that memory was my belief. My belief is my reality. You know, I've seen a lot of people, in the 4 years that I've been doing this now, I've seen a lot of people, have suffered trauma, car crashes, and I want you to get this out your head as well. PTSD isn't something that just soldiers get. No, no. We can all get it. You know, trauma happens in our life, and it builds up until boom, our brain just cannot take anymore. And there's other factors in life as well that contribute to it. I was also a burnt out business owner when I was going through this. I had my own delivery company, and I was a burnt out wreck from that. And was seeing the people I've seen over the years, you tend to see the same stuff, the flashbacks, the nightmares, the intrusive thoughts, that sort of thing. The feelings that you should have done something else, could have done something else, the guilt, the anger, the pain, and all that. Now, to me, when my dad died, PTSD didn't come because he was my dad and he died. You know, it was the event of him dying and the pain and guilt that attached itself to that because I should have helped him. It took him 15 hours to die. I believe, and it's my opinion, that because when he came back home from the hospital, he was past the point of no return. He wasn't talking. He wasn't him. He wasn't him. He was just somebody whose body was shutting down and that. And it's horrible to see, you know. And I heard, I can't remember what I was watching the other day. They said people's death never affect the dying, affects the ones that are left behind, and that's true. That's very true. You know, I don't know what my dad was experiencing as he was going through it, if he was at all. A lot of it was just, I guess, habits and brain signals and whatever else. But I don't know if he was actually there and aware of what was happening. But at the time, again, your brain doesn't care about that. It just makes up this whole rational thing, and that's what it is. And it can cause a lot of misery, which it did. Some of the things that I felt, three of the things I felt that really sort of, well, did push me to the limit. Number one, the smell. Years after it happened, I'd be walking down the stairs and I could smell that medical smell, that smell of death, that horrible, so I can't even describe it to you, like, it's horrible smell. As soon as I'd walk into the living room, it was gone. And I could smell it, like, actually smell it. Sometimes I'd even sitting there like, what is that smell? Nobody else could smell anything. Me. You know. Another one was on the same lines was when I used to sit on the chair in the living room, my back would have been towards where his bed was. I'd be sitting there watching the telly and I could hear his breathing, that raspy, slow, dying breathing. I could hear it. I could hear it clear as you're hearing my voice right now. And it was a bit like on a horror film. You know, when you see the main character and we can see their face and we can see what's happening behind them, the ghost, the demon, whatever, it's getting closer and closer, or it's doing something. When I turn around, it's gone. It was like that. I could hear the breathing. Naturally, I'd turn around, see what it was. Nothing, because there's nothing there. But it was very, very real. And of course, that would then trigger off the rest of the things that the movie to play off in my head. And here comes all the horrible emotions that cause me great distress, pain, suffering. I also felt that there was something else in my head, someone growing, this horrible monster. And I didn't want that monster to be around my loved ones, so I shut myself away, hid away. And I was doing him a favour. However, when I look back, I never told anybody how I was feeling, because I was manning the fuck up. Well, how the bloody hell would I to know? So, I was just a miserable bastard that nobody wanted to really be around. I was the one that didn't want to go out anywhere. I was the one that... And I did want to do all that. I just didn't want that thing coming along for the ride. And it was like I was dragging some evil person with me. Well, it was the end of 2020 and I decided the best way out now is to kill this monster, kill this person in my head. And to do that, I had to destroy myself. But there was an intervention. I was given a number for this hypnotherapist and give him a call. Didn't even check if I had enough money to pay the man. Booked in. My life was changed. And even though I have helped many, many people, I still look back at that experience, what I had, the changes that happened really quickly. And I'm still amazed. And I love it, bloody love it, when I'm working with clients with trauma and I open their eyes after a session and I just sit there and I watch their face. And I know if it's worked within a couple of seconds. Because they have that realisation that they can think about that thing, but those images, those emotions no longer follow it. And you can see the freedom, the weight that's been lifted. It's amazing to see. And I know it's amazing to feel. So those are some of the things I felt with PTSD. If you have it, you're struggling, I'm more than happy to have a chat with you, see what we can do. If you like this video, please like my channel, whatever you're watching it on. Please subscribe. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.